It is Caitlyn Clark able to clear for Indiana.
Caitlyn coming off that 20-point performance right here. Handling the physicality of been nice.
The fans are scared last night when she fell down on a fast break opportunity and a no contact play. But
Indiana fever arguably playing and statistically playing some of the basket.
Some score power on the court. Watch that inside hand, that left hand. Caitlyn Clark gets...
Fever have 5 on 4. It's Clark way outside. Boston the rebound. Clark on the fake. Clark weaves inside and the reverse.
When you talk about players who can take over a game from anywhere on the floor, Caitlyn Clark is always part of that conversation. Caitlyn Clark brings confidence, range, and creativity every time she steps onto the court. The moment Caitlyn Clark crosses half court, defenders have to step up because she's always a threat to pull up and score.
Fever looking for numbers. Clark to Wallace. Back to Clark. Shovel pass Boston.
But this is the intensity on defense that has started this run for Atlanta. The help side's got to be there.
How about the finish at the other end?
Look here at a career first.
Just step back, going right, I may add. It's usually step back, going left.
Mitchell with 5 seconds left. Cross court Clark. Does Clark see the clock? Handoff Samuelson. Who buries a three?
For one, did not, but able to hit. Here's the flick ahead. Alyssa Smith lays it in.
One of the most impressive parts of Caitlyn Clark's game is her deep shooting ability. Caitlyn Clark is comfortable launching from well beyond the three-point line, and she does it with fearless confidence. Her quick release and smooth mechanics make her extremely difficult to guard. Whether it's a transition three, a step-back jumper to create space.
They called it on Howard, her second. If anything, I thought maybe Kalani Brown might have been whistled for something.
Yeah, I didn't see that call at all.
Caitlyn Clark.
Leavish hounding Clark. Clark, step back three, knocks it down.
To chat with the Fever this morning, with Clark and with Coach Sides, we asked them, what would you
spend a lot of time learning through film? Nice drive by Kelsey Mitchell, but young players need those reps on the floor with one another.
There's the...
Many times early in this season where that has not been the case and have allowed too much dribble penetration.
Well, and it allows them, oh, what a dime. My goodness, the pass. Mitchell curls it out. Boston handoff. Clark back to Boston. Boston spins and banks it in.
Or a clutch shot late in the game. Caitlyn Clark delivers when it matters most. Her shooting stretches the defense and forces opponents to guard her higher than usual, opening up lanes for drives and cuts. But Caitlyn Clark is much more than just a scorer. Her passing ability is elite, and often just as exciting as her shooting.
Brianna Stewart, 4 NCAA championships at UConn. 4 times she was the MVP of the Final Four.
Phoenix doesn't have that right now as Clark comes up with the turnover. Clark working on Cunningham, gets inside. Clark gets it to go.
Clock. Kelsey Mitchell.
And just up the second because she got 2 in the first quarter against Connecticut.
Clark connects.
They're hoping that can discourage Alyssa Thomas from making some of her great passes.
No one picks up Clark, who cans the three.
give her just an inch. She just needs to find a way to get a little bit of space.
Here's Clark turning the corner, lays it in. Clark working on Van Loo. Oh, Clark, pretty step back, hits a three.
Caitlyn Clark has exceptional court vision and reads the defense in real time. She delivers sharp bounce passes through tight windows, throws no-look assists that surprise defenders, and makes accurate cross-court passes that hit teammates right in rhythm. Caitlyn Clark understands spacing and timing, always making the right decision at the right moment.
Indiana's going to have to try to win this a second time here after that brilliant first half. Oh, Clark, beautiful feet.
Trapping horns.
Oh, launches and connects on a three.
And this guy is the president of Lieutenant Stewart, other double-figure scores for the Liberty. Clark feeding Samuelson out of that double team.
Clark was most recently named Rookie of the Month in the WNBA. The confidence personified by the young.
That shot won't fall from Haley Jones. Indiana has a chance to take the lead. Alyssa Smith, outlet pass, it's Clark. All is trying to clear 8. Shot clock down to 9. Here as Clark gets inside, the scoop shot fall. Trying to save it and does. And now Clark comes up with a steal. Clark thought about pulling up from three, will dip inside and lay it in.
Since the Marina Mabry trade, and she has stepped up her game in that opportunity. Caitlyn Clark for three.
She knows when to take over and when to get others involved. Another key strength of Caitlyn Clark is her ball handling. She controls the tempo of the game with calmness and creativity. Using hesitation, dribbles, crossovers, and quick changes of speed, Caitlyn Clark creates separation from defenders.
Ubish hounding Clark. Clark, step back three, knocks it down. And has 15 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists herself. Clark, a bomb, is good. Clark feeds Boston. Shot clock down to 4. Boston on the drive. Boston fades and hits.
I think she said, I'm 1 rebound away from a triple-double. Can I come in? Stephanie White looked up and said, I'll get you in. Here's Mitchell. What a feed from Al.
By the Dream, getting back in transition defense, because that's where Kelsey Mitchell likes to strike.
Wallace left alone and another triple goal.
Who have a 9-point third-quarter lead. Mitchell isolating on Thomas. Clark needs one. Finally has.
In fast break situations, she pushes the pace and makes smart decisions under pressure. In half-court sets, she remains patient, waiting for the perfect opportunity to attack. Caitlyn Clark's basketball IQ truly sets her apart. She recognizes mismatches instantly and adjusts her approach.
Clark trying to shake free, get some space, did not take the three, drives. Smith gets loose and lays it in.
Made the last 2 games for JC, but she has been hot tonight. Doctus uses the back.
What a pass. And Wallace. For Minnesota early, Bridget Carlton gets rolling. She was a little bit quiet last night. 2 points for Carlton.
They called it on Howard, her second. If anything, I thought maybe Kalani Brown might have been whistled for something.
Yeah, I didn't see that call at all.
Caitlyn Clark.
Burke has missed the 3 in the last 3 games. She had made 7 in a row over her last 2. We spend a lot of time learning through film. Nice drive by Kelsey Mitchell, but young players need those reps on the floor with one another.
If teams try to trap her, Caitlyn Clark finds the open teammate. If they sag off, she confidently takes the shot. Caitlyn Clark plays with intelligence and competitive fire every possession. Beyond the highlights, Caitlyn Clark brings leadership and passion. She energizes her teammates and the crowd with her effort and belief.
Talking about with Caitlyn Samuelson at the 4.
Clark bounce pass it, Smith again. Connects.
Beautiful, watch this. Drives.
The fans are scared last night when she fell down on a fast break opportunity and a no contact play. But
Fever have 5 on 4. It's Clark way outside. Boston the rebound. Clark on the fake. Clark weaves inside and the reverse.
Clark, pull up 3, that
A taste out of their mouth from a difficult night against the Golden State Valkyries. Here's Caitlyn Clark on the drive, sets up Boston, and she's got Indiana. Clear 8, shot clock down to 9. Here as Clark gets inside, the scoop shot fall.
Indiana, at least in the 4th quarter, an 8-3 rebounding advantage. Clark pulls, fires.
Phoenix doesn't have that right now as Clark comes up with the turnover. Clark working on Cunningham, gets inside. Clark gets it to go.
Side's going to trust her second-year pro. 5 fouls, just under 8 minutes to play. Clark finds some space and hits a 3.
Watching Caitlyn Clark means watching a player who can shift the entire momentum of a game in seconds. If you enjoyed these Caitlyn Clark highlights, make sure to like the video and share your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more basketball content and turn on notifications so you never miss a new upload. More exciting highlights are coming. Stay tuned.